Howdy folks, hope you're all having a great weekend and welcome back to Into the Dead and the Spill Zone escape plan. Story so far. There is a pipeline that leads out of the city. Unfortunately, it's full of pressurized toxic gas and we can't just pop the pipeline open or it would result in explosive decompression that made the initial explosion at the chemical plant look like a firecracker by comparison. So, our guy in the chemical plant, Otto, is pointing us in the direction of 3 pressure relief vents, one in the distillation towers area, one in the transport depot area, and one in the boiler unit area. The Chiefway's chemical plant is such a massive location, it's actually split into 4 separate areas. And it's the boiler unit vent that we're heading for now. Suitably attired in our hazmat suit and armed to the teeth, we're going in. Otto is watching us over the security cameras from the safety of the administration centre, and he can talk to us and give us instructions over the public address system. We just can't talk back to him. Somebody asked the question, and it's a very good question, in the comments of a previous video in this series: what happens if your hazmat suit gets damaged? Exactly what you think will happen if your hazmat suit gets damaged. If you end up in hand-to-hand combat with a zombie and it scores a damaging hit on you, there's a chance it's going to damage your hazmat suit. And when that happens, it will no longer protect you from the toxins. And you will be very, very sorry very, very quickly. Now, to a degree, it doesn't matter that much as long as you're not on the ground level. Oh, wait a minute. Look. Over there on the other... It's them again. Who is that? I keep running into that person. And I thought that was Otto, the guy talking to me over the public address system, the guy that I met back at the administration centre, but clearly not. Because when I mentioned this person to Otto, he had no idea who I was talking about. That zombie just isn't turning around, is it? Ah, missed the headshot. I only have 2 rounds of 357 Magnum left. There's something unlockable here. Oh, that's a lot of firearms parts. Oh, I'm happy with that. Oh, there was something on the body as well, but hang on a second. This looks interesting. What do you mean, good idea, Otto? Wash away the filthy scum. I just opened up a valve on a pipe. It did something. Has that just cleared away a whole bunch of enemies I didn't realise were there in the first place? Hang on a second. I didn't loot this zombie, did I? Fine. I mean, I've got spare inventory capacity. I'll take it. I'll probably end up ditching it for something more important later. But as I was saying, trying to avoid melee combat with zombies is always a good idea, but it's an especially good idea if you're wearing a hazmat suit, because you really don't want this suit to get punctured. Now, when I'm above ground level like this, it's not that important, because the toxins that this chemical plant is producing are all heavier than air. So as long as I'm above ground level, there are no toxins up here to get into the damaged suit. But I can't stay above ground level forever. And if I'm down on ground level with a damaged suit, yeah, I'm going to get very unhappy very quickly. Can I drop down here? No, I don't think... I'm not... Let's just say I'm not willing to take the risk that I'd be able to grab the edge of the next level down, so let's find a safer way down, like this ladder, for example. Alright, that was good timing. Can I stealth kill it before it turns around? Yes, I can. Gonna get one more use out of this screwdriver before it breaks. Looks like there's another ladder down over there. But we'll see what else is on this. And there's another ladder down over there. That seems to be where the pipe is leading to. I'm seeing another set of security cameras and speakers. Can I get underneath that pipe though? It looks like I should. Yes, I can. I was wondering because there was another ladder leading down. So is this significant? Is there something important here? Like that, Hatch. Don't turn around. Don't turn around. Back up. Yeah. I didn't know whether it was just going to turn around or turn around and come back this way, so get on the ladder. Better safe than sorry. Should be able to drop down and take it out now, maybe, before it turns around. And yes. Although that might end up finishing off the screwdriver. Okay. Backup melee weapon. Frying pan. Right, there's a hatch over here. What's this all about? I seem to have the code for it. Oh, another screwdriver. Awesome, I'll take it. So what does this do? So the worker's access code that I got from Otto in the last video allowed access to that as well. So what's going on down here? Oh. See, I've only got 2 shots left. And I want to save them for when I need them. I'm deliberately trying to run down the ammunition in the 357 Magnum and then basically stick to the M1 from here on in. So, I do intend to use the Magnum ammo, but I don't want to just use it for something that I could easily take care of in another way. There's another ladder down. What is this place? This is going all the way down. Oh, I'm dead, I'm dead. He nearly didn't see it. It was dark. And then again, it didn't see me, so it's all good. Sneaky, sneaky. There's another pipe there. What was this going to do? Sluice drainage. Alright. It did something. Oh, wait. No, I think... So, the original valve that I threw flooded something. That's what I was talking about over the loudspeakers. Wash all the filth away. Which presumably means that I would then have to drain it all away myself in order to be able to safely pass through whatever it was that I just flooded. And presumably that is what that valve just did. The amusing thing is I haven't actually seen any of this. I'm just throwing switches at random. Oh, here it is. It's better to not know where it goes, says Otto. Is that going to be... I mean, I'm wearing a hazmat suit, so I'm presuming that that's going to be safe for me. I don't see any other way to get through other than to drop down into whatever that is. Yeah. Holy crap. There's armoured zombies here. There was no way I would have been able to fight my way through that. So, well, I ended up solving the problem and then solving the solution to the problem without ever knowing the problem existed in the first place. Dumb luck and ignorance. Beats stealth and tactics any day of the week. Right, there's a crate here, padlocked. What's in it? Even more firearms parts. And that looks like the vent here in the boiler unit. Yep. 1 down, 2 to go. See, I can actually talk to Otto here because there's a telephone there that's linked to the... Okay, you know what? Let's worry about that in a moment. Because it looks like I've finally talked to Mystery Man here. What do you mean it won't end well? Yeah, who the hell are you? I want to know more. Are we in the transport depot warehouse? That's where I saw them the first time. And a warning. If I keep going, I have no choice but to stop. It looks like I'm heading back to the transport depot, which is where I saw them, on the walkway above the warehouse. The first time. So what's this all about? Initially I thought that they were Otto. I mean, clearly they're not. Curiouser and curiouser. So, we've produced a A lot of stuff within the shelter, mostly... What's this? We found a child's picture crumpled on the floor. Shows a stick figure hiding under a bed and a group of monsters gathering outside. Everybody loses morale. Great. Right. Well, let's take care of personal admin, as they say in the British Army. Christine, let's make some medicine. Daphne and Joe have gotten stuck on the saloon doors. Let's send Joe over to... Because this is something that Joe's really good at. But there's nothing that I can break. Joe gets extra materials from disassembling stuff, but there's nothing that I can disassemble. So instead we'll send her at the weapons bench and we'll make some more rifle ammo. Actually, on second thoughts, I know I said that I'm trying to run down my 357 Magnum ammo, but I've still got 2 rounds left and I don't want to go out with just 2 rounds in the revolver. So if I make another 4, then I can go out with a full load in the revolver, use it all, and then that'll save up another 2 inventory slots next time I go out, because I won't be carrying a revolver with a couple of rounds of ammo for it as well. Christine needs to sleep, not Christine, Daphne. Now then, meet the stranger in the warehouse. Optional. Or continue following Otto's instructions and releasing the pressure in the 2 remaining valves. Huh. You know, I figure I can at least talk to the stranger in the warehouse and see what their deal is. I mean, it doesn't hurt to listen. So, where was the warehouse? Transport depot. So I guess I'm heading back to the transport depot. This place should be mostly clear of undead. I mean, it shouldn't take too long, because I think this is the 3rd time that I've been here. Well, the 4th, technically, if you count the first time, but I couldn't go very far in on the first time, because I didn't have a hazmat suit. This is where I encountered the foreman, and saw what happened to people who try to navigate this place without a hazmat suit. Plus, I don't want to just go running in. There are still dormant undead that will become active if they hear me. So, where exactly was the... I think the warehouse was fairly close to the entrance. I can't remember specifically. Yeah, this was as far as I got the first time I came here. Poor old body of the foreman's still lying there outside the gates. He almost made it. So, see, the first time... Oh, hello. Stuff here I never even picked up the first... Oh, right, yeah. Stuff that's not amazingly useful, which is why I never picked it up the first time around. So here's the warehouse. Now, I first saw the stranger in the fire suit on the walkway up above, but I couldn't figure out a way of getting up there. I mean, there's a scissor lift here, but it doesn't get you all the way up to the walkway. So, I know there's this... Hang on, what was that? Red still refuses... Oh, it's just about the initial explosion. I didn't loot everything in... I didn't loot anything in there because none of it was particularly useful. I mean, I'll pick it up now because, hey, you never know. Now, my first time through here, I couldn't get through that gate because I didn't have the workers' access code. But I do now. So I never got the opportunity to loot any of this. And also, there's another vent there. This is the transport depot vent. You know what? I'm going to throw it. Which just leaves the one vent left in the distillation towers area. But again, I mean, I've been here to the transport depot before, but I was never able to access this part. So I want to have a good look around. I was hoping I might be able to get into the warehouse from this side, but no. Oh, hello. All kinds of good stuff here I can break down for better resources. I'll ditch the gasoline, I'll take the firearms parts. And I'll take the rifle ammo. I think, yeah, I'll take the scrap metal as well. I don't need the cloth as much. Yeah, I was hoping I might be able to get through there and get to the upper level of the warehouse that way, but no, apparently not. So, warehouse. Well, I'm clearly missing something. Maybe something's changed since the last time I was here. I'm not seeing like fire escape ladders leading up or anything. Otto's watching me. See the security camera? I was hoping I might be able to jump over from there, but no. It looks like I'm going to have to use the scissor lift, at least to get up to the next level, but even then I'm going to have to... You see there's walkways right up top. You see it? I don't know how to get to it. Looks like there is something up there though. Alright, I'm going to have to jump over here and hope. Oh, nothing there. Jump to the next one. Nothing there either. There's no easy way of jumping up. And nothing else to jump to. Hang on. Is there a crawl space? There is a crawl space. Okay. I should be able to drop down from here safely without taking any damage. So, up here. Yes, that was that ladder here last time. I don't remember. I'm going to say no. But this is where I initially encountered the mystery man in the silver fire suit. And this is where they've set up their shelter. And it's not a mystery man, it's a mystery woman, Nora Blackwell. So what exactly do you want? Wants to stop me from doing something monumentally fucking stupid. That pipeline trying to crack open is at a 2000 psi, mixed it with nitric oxide and sulfur dioxide in the air. Yeah, I'm guessing big explosion. Like, really, yeah, everyone still alive in a 5-mile radius is going to have a real bad time. Yeah, but we're not that stupid, are we, Nora? We're draining the pressure down first. Otto said. Otto's barely qualified to flip a burger. Oh, she seems to be injured. Some blood leaking out of her ear. Are you alright? She says, you want out to help you do it without turning this place into a smoking crater. First we need to shut down the plant's security system. What does that have to do with anything? There are cameras all over the plant. If Otto sees us, he's bound to interfere. Oh, okay. Yeah, is this really necessary? She says, yes, and because he trusts me, I'm the one who's going to have to do it. Let her know when it's done. So now it looks like I've got to make a choice. I can continue complying with Otto's instructions, and because there's only one more vent to go, and then it should be safe to get into the pipeline and get the hell out of Dodge. Or, just have a quick look around and see if there's any of Nora's possessions that I can steal while I'm here. Or, double cross Otto and go with Nora. To be completely fair, Nora seems to be some kind of chemical plant engineer, so probably knows what she's talking about. And Otto, while, you know, I like him, and he doesn't appear to be deliberately steering me wrong, at the end of the day, he's a burger chef. I think I'm gonna follow Nora's instructions, which means heading back to the admin complex and disabling the closed circuit television monitoring system so that Otto can't interfere with whatever the next stage of Nora's plan is. I sincerely hope this isn't going to come back and bite me on the arse. Find out in the next episode. In the meantime, I hope you've all had a fantastic weekend. I hope you've all enjoyed today's video, and as always, take care, and I'll catch you next time.